25 at 9 a.m. at 410 North Church Street, Rockport, Texas, Judge.
Okay, so let me, first of all, State's Exhibit A is admitted in evidence. You'd
Thank
asked to admit that in evidence, so State's Exhibit A is admitted in evidence. And I'm gonna want you to attach that to this order,
you.
okay?
Okay.
All right, a copy of that to this order. And Mr. Trevino, I think I've got it straight what happened. You did pay the initial $2,000 lump sum. So when you say I paid the 2,000, you did. There's no dispute. We've
I
checked
missed
it.
I missed
And
the
and
last court date because I was unable to get there.
back early in the year, you did pay the 2,000. Okay. But there's a substantial amount of money owed, and so what we were doing was bringing you back in to set up like a pay plan or something,
I
okay?
mean, I'm willing to take care of it, man. I'm tired of going to jail. I
Okay,
can't
okay.
can't afford to go to
Mr.
jail,
Trevino,
man.
give me a second. I'm gonna let you have what you got to say. I'm just trying to, what I'm trying to do is fill you in because I don't want you to be confused, okay? So we had asked you to come back, and you were supposed to come back a couple and did not come back, okay? And because you were facing this commitment, all this, we said, all right, pick him back up again. And because he didn't come back to make you to do what he was supposed to do with us, go pick him up, and it's going to take, he needs to pay 3,000 towards the back support to get him out. That's what we did. And we were going to have you come back again after pay the 3,000, and so you could stop coming to court, you can make a long-term deal. Okay. When you didn't pay, when you did not come back, they did pick you up, but they let you out on a surety bond. And what they should have done was had you pay the $3,000 to get out, just like you paid the $2,000 to get out. Okay.
Okay.
But it didn't happen. All right. And I get the confusion because you go, well, they let me out. Right.
No, I
Hold
understand
on.
what you're
They
saying.
let you out. So here's the problem. And here's the solution. The problem is the 3,000 was never paid. Okay. The solution is to pay the $3,000 because when you said, hey, I paid the two, you got credit for the two. Okay. Now, by having you come back on October 3rd,
You're gonna lock me up again if I don't have $3,000.
well, Mr. I don't really have a lot of choice here. Okay.
I know.
It
That's
is,
why I
it
asked to
is,
rescind my signature on that last contract, and y'all denied it. Y'all denied it, denied it, and denied it. And oh, you understood what was going on, and you understood what was going to happen. No, I didn't, and y'all did not let me rescind my signature on that.
okay. All right. Like, is that what you wanted to tell the court?
No, I would like for me and Miss Garcia to work something reasonable out, where they're not just calling y'all to come pick me up off the road every time something freaking happens because she's not happy with the money situation.
All right. All right. Mr. Trevino, the reason we're asking for
No,
an in-person is so that instead of you talking to a camera, you're sitting there in front of me telling me, you are right. If you don't pay what you're supposed to pay, they'll put you in jail. But we can do that even from afar. I don't have to do it in person.
that's what I'm saying. I
Okay.
know it's good. I mean, but the
Okay. So hold on. Here's where the fallacy of the argument is. You said, I wanted to rescind my signing on that, my agreement. Sir, that's the part that you don't understand. It doesn't matter if you later decide you don't want to sign, you want to rescind the signature, as you call it, on a contract.
there's no
It's
full
not a
disclosure.
contract. Hold on.
There was
It's
no full
not
disclosure. That's voided.
hear me out.
Has to be voided.
Mr. Trevino, please listen to me. Don't interrupt me. I'm trying to explain it to you, okay? It is not a contract that you can rescind. It was a court order, okay? You signing it merely says, yeah, I I understand it. This is what the judge ordered. That's what I ordered, okay?
I'm agreeing to the terms.
Afterwards, when you have second thoughts and no longer want to do that, I'm trying to explain to you, you don't have the authority to say, well, I'm not going to do the deal I said I would do. You don't have that authority. Okay. It is a court order, it's not a contract. And so, in fairness to you, what we're trying to do is make sure you have, and we're doing this on the record today. Okay. I want to make sure there was no mistakes made. I wanted to make sure everything that you were supposed to pay and did pay that you got credit for.
I
Okay?
just don't think I can be treated fairly when Miss Garcia and the courts are being incentivized by me not doing what y'all want.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Mr. Trevino, just listen carefully. Listened to your claim. You said I paid the 2,000, and you're right, you did. But that's not the problem. The problem is the 3,000. Instead of putting a surety bond up for 3,000,
No, I
had the
understand what you're saying
three,
about that.
hold on, listen to me, don't interrupt me, please.
Okay,
With
go
a
ahead.
$3,000, if the $3,000 cash bond had been paid, then that would have actually gone back child support owing to Ms. Garcia. That's where it would have ended up, and you would have been in compliance, and you would have been just fine. But it did not happen that way. There was no $3,000 paid.
I know
So
that.
when you hit the nail on the head and say, well, so now y'all expect me to pay $3,000, and my answer is yes, sir. You're expected to pay the lump sum of $3,000. And when you go, well, I want to make a deal with Miss Garcia. My point is that at this point in time, by prior court order, you were ordered to pay a lump sum of
Every missed date adds pressure, making the stakes crystal clear.
$3,000. So when you come back to court on October 3rd, 2025 at 9 o'clock a.m. at 410 North Church Street in Rockport, Texas, you are correct. You are facing jail time at that time. You are correct. But if you pay the $3,000, by then there's a very good possibility that something's going to get worked out, because that is the goal, is to work out a viable plan. Before you say
Okay.
anything, Miss Prince, approximately how much does he owe in back child support right now?
He owes $20,239.06. But I wanted to remind him also, and that's the total today. But I wanted to remind him also, he's supposed to be making his current child support payments. And it looks like those are 293 for child support, and then medical support, it looks like it's 49. So those he's supposed to be making each month in addition to his lump sum payment. But I think that and I can understand it being confusing, but it's not just a lump sum. You got to stay current on your support, be making those support payments each month. And I can see he's made some small payments, $50, $40, $57, things like that. So he's trying to make payments, but I don't know if he needs to, if he was in this county, he would qualify to work with NCP choices from the workforce to get a better paying job, or one that would help him. But from what I understand from what he's saying, sounds like he's not in this county. So,
Okay, Mr. Trevino. So I want to make it real clear for you. You have good points, and I'm listening to your points. But bottom line is, we're all trying to do what you want to happen, which is a pay plan, something set up so that you don't have to keep coming back to court. And I'm going to make it very clear to you on the record. You pay the lump sum because you owe a bunch of money. You're not being told to pay the $20,000 right now. We're
This is the
saying
third
pay,
time I've paid almost 3,000. Y'all got 35 something the first time, 2,000 this last time, and now you want 3,000. That's almost damn near 10,000.
Mr. Trevino, all I can tell you is, since I've been involved in this case since the first of the year, okay, I saw there's a $2,000 payment that we ordered you to pay, and you did pay it, okay? And you got credit for that, okay? Now, since that time, which we're months down the road now, you ordered to pay another 3,000 lump sum. I get it. You're thinking lump sum, lump sum, lump sum. Judge, you're killing me. No, sir. If you pay, Miss Prince just gave you the golden pathway right there. If you pay your lump sum and you make your monthly payments, okay, she just put on the record is what those monthly payments are. If you've made your lump sum, and the monthly payments keep you from having to have another lump sum.
But I can't catch up when y'all keep arresting me and arresting me and arresting me and arresting me. I've been arrested 3 times already.
I understand, Mr. Trevino. That's why I'm giving you this hearing, okay? I want to make sure you understand. I really need you to buy into what I'm telling you to understand how this system works. When you have a $20,000 debt and you're ordered to pay $3,000 towards it, you pay the three and you make your monthly payments, and that's it. Everybody's happy. What happens is you pay a lump sum and then you don't make the monthly payments. So what happens is you're falling behind. And then you're saying, why y'all hit me for another lump sum? And my answer is, because you're not making the monthly payments. And you just said, well, I want to have monthly payments. And I'm saying, we're giving you monthly payments. You're getting it. So, but you cannot ignore or ask me to ignore when you fail to do your part, which is to make the monthly payments. My feeling is
that if I agree. I haven't paid a full amount monthly payment, but y'all are giving me the extent that like I'm just not even trying. Any parent that's really going through it or needs the money would be happy with anything. You know what I mean?
I'm not disagreeing that a person should be happy to get what they get, but here's the problem, Mr. Trevino. The amount of money you're ordered to pay in this particular case is certainly not excessive. So when you say that Miss Garcia should be happy to get whatever she gets.
No, I said any parent would be happy to get at least something.
Okay, any parent
my mom
would
did
be
the same
happy.
thing with my dad, and she didn't get no money from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mr. Trevino, here's what I'm trying to explain to you. That if all the non-custodial parents, because there's a lot of non-custodial moms out there now that are paying child support. If all the non-custodial parents got to make the argument that custodial parents should be happy with whatever they get, that's not going to fly, because you don't get to explain that when you're feeding your children at home for the custodial parent. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I understand I am bound by the laws of the state of Texas. And under the laws of the state of Texas, I am to do what's in the best interest of the children, not what's in the best interest of Miss Garcia.
Then how does 180 days be the best possible answer for my daughter?
Because that
you get paid, not her.
Okay, so the alternative, Mr. Trevino, is to let you stay out and keep your freedom and pay whatever you think you can pay. That's what you want it to be. And here's the problem, Mr. Trevino. That's not the law. That's just not the law. The only leverage, the only teeth I have is the jail. And you've heard me give this speech in the courtroom. I don't want to put people in jail. That's a last resort. But when someone basically pushes it and doesn't pay, that's the only leverage I've got. Otherwise, I have no leverage. I have no way to get you to pay. When you say, how's that going to do it? My answer is, well, that's the way the law is passed. Jail time to give you incentive to pay what you're ordered to pay. So I've gone through a lot to explain to you, Mr. Trevino, because I really want you to understand the system. So Ms. Prince asked you to, as a courtesy, she said, look, we're going to reset this to an in-person hearing. Okay? I mean, we have a choice, Mr. Trevino. I could just say, go pick him up right now. And yeah, you're not in front of you're not in the courtroom, so it'll be a little more difficult because they'll have to go find you, but they will find you. So instead of doing that, you're actually getting a month reprieve. We're pushing it back to October the 3rd. We're saying, all right, come back October 3rd. I'm ordering you to come back on October the 3rd, Mr. Trevino, for this hearing. Now, if you choose not to come back, you're right. They're going to come pick you up. Okay? And so I don't want that. I'd rather you come back. And we're giving you the opportunity to be aware of the hearing, the day, the time, the place. All that is important as a courtesy to let you know when. But I'm ordering this thing reset to October 3rd. So we're coming back October the 3rd for an in-person hearing. Whether you show up or not,
The defendant realizes the gravity of unpaid support and looming punishment.
Moving forward on that day. So if you don't agree to sign the reset, we're still coming back. I'm still signing the reset order. I'm merely giving you the opportunity to say, okay, fine. I'll be
Okay, so
back October the 3rd. But if you
best
don't,
case scenario, best case scenario, I show up October 3rd. What's going to happen? Because you're already saying have 3,000 or you're going to jail.
well, that I'm saying that, but for compliance purposes, you were supposed to be paying. Hear me out. You're already making, just listen to me. You were supposed to be making your monthly payments. And because you fell behind again on the monthly payments, you got hit with another lump sum. You want to stop the lump sums, then stop falling behind on your monthly payments. It's just that simple because the money is owed. Okay. The back support is owed. So there's not an unjust, unfair burden being put on you because the back money is owed. All right. For
Okay.
the child.
Can I
Okay.
just
So
go ahead and
what I'm
go ahead.
saying to you, I'm trying to address your concerns. I'm saying more than you to come back October 3rd, 2025, 9 o'clock a.m. for court at 410 North Church Street, Rockport, Texas.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I
That's
go
going
ahead
to be
and
by
get a?
court order. And I'm
Can I go
giving
ahead
you an
and get a?
opportunity to sign a reset order for that day. But if you don't sign it, I'm signing it anyway. So let's make sure you understand that. And you're saying, so what happens if I don't pay the 3,000? Do I go to jail that day? My answer is, well, Mr. Trevino, all I can do is look to see what you paid, what kind of lump sum you paid towards this back money, and whether or not you're trying to stay current and pay the current amount you're supposed to pay. Now, at that point in time, we can make some decisions, but I can make you no promises right now because I don't know what you're going to do. I can't, for example, say, well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Trevino, if you actually pay 1,500, we'll be okay. No, I can't do that. And do not think that I'm doing that. Okay. At this point in time, you are ordered to come back on that day and you are ordered to have paid the 3,000 lump sum towards the arrears. And you are ordered to continue to make your current monthly payments. Now, if you go make an effort and you come back that day, we'll see what that effort is. That's all I can tell you.
What if I
Is
can't
that
get the
correct,
whole
Ms.
three
Prince?
thousand?
What's that, Mr. Trevino?
What if I can't get the whole 3,000 by October 3rd? That's a
Well,
month.
again, Mr. Trina, I'm not going to negotiate against myself and start giving you other numbers. I'm simply telling you, make your best effort to come up with the 3 grand. And, and look, Mr. Trina, this whole solution is in your hands. Okay. And that is you pay what you're supposed to pay and we leave you alone. That's it. That you can put in the bank. I'm telling you. Okay. So do the best you can to come to 3 grand. Do the best you can to stay current on the payments, and then we'll look at the situation on October the 3rd.
Can I go ahead and
Is
get
there
a?
anything else you want to tell the court at this time?
Yeah, I still need a copy of the original summons, complaint, proof of services, the defaults, and judgments. I would like copies of all those.
And Judge, I think those copies are available through the district clerk's office in Rockport and
I
Aransas
don't live in
Pass.
Rockport.
I mean, I'm sorry, Aransas County, my bad, sorry.
Okay. So, Mr. Trevino, you can get copies. It's called a court's file. Okay. The clerk has the file, and you can tell them, hey, this is what I want out of that file. And they probably charge you $1 a page. I know that people charge, so they may charge you for the copies, but you are entitled to get copies from the clerk's office, the district
Is
clerk's
there a way
office.
to get them on without? I mean, because I live 2.5 hours away. I mean, is there any way to get them online or through?
All I can do is have you talk to the clerk's office and let them talk to you about that. Okay. So again, Mr. Trevino, I'm hoping this works out. I'm hoping that you take what I've said under account and make some moves to try to make it we don't have to keep coming back to court. Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell the court? I'm going to ask you in a minute, Ms. Garcia. Don't worry. I got to make sure I finish with Mr. Trevino. Mr. Trevino, I'm not rushing you. Is there anything else you want to tell the court at this time?
No, I'll sign the paper, but I'll sign it under duress.
I understand. I understand. Okay. So when Ms. Prince sends you the order, you sign it, and I'm just letting you know You sign it, I'm gonna sign it. You don't sign it, I'm still gonna sign it. Because it's reset, you are ordered to come back on October 3rd, 2025, 9 o'clock a.m., 410 North Church Street, Rockport, Texas. Now, Mr. Trevino, so you understand I'm ordering you to come back on that day. Are you agreeing to come back on that day?
Yeah, under duress.
I understand. Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Trevino, is there anything else you want to tell the court at this time?
No.
Okay. Mr. Trevino, do you have any other witnesses you would like to call at this time?
That don't even matter, man.
Okay. All right. All right. Ms. Prince, do you have any questions for Mr. Trevino?
And no, Judge, but I did want to give what I believe is the correct phone number to the district clerk's office to Mr. Trevino if he's got a pen where he can write it down. And if Betty wants to check to make sure I've got the right number, but what I have is 361 790 0128. And I know some counties will agree to email. I don't know if Aransas County does that or not. So
That is a correct number, and we do what is referenced as electronic copies, correct?
awesome. Thank you, Betty.
Okay. That was the district clerk, Mr. Trevino, that just addressed that. Okay. So as you
All
can
right.
see, we're trying to accommodate. Okay. All right. Do you have any other questions, Ms. Prince, at this point?
No, Judge, no questions, but that reset order was sent to him by, I guess, email. So
Okay, so you can document.
it's there for him.
Ms. Garcia. Okay, state your name again for the record.
Doreen Garcia.
Okay, Ms. Garcia, you've heard the conversation and my ruling, and you've heard Mr. Trevino's concerns, okay? Now, let's try to keep it civil, all right? Is there anything else that you want to tell the court at this time?
Yes. So a couple of his comments about how much he's paying, you know, the $40, $50 here and there. That is correct. But he's also, I mean, I just witnessed him, he's smoking cigarettes. He does not have
That's
a
irrelevant.
job.
That's all irrelevant, man.
Hold on. Everybody, stop. Mr. Trevino, I did not allow Mrs. Garcia to interrupt you while you were testifying. I did not do that. She did not, because that's the rules here, okay? If we were in open court, I would tell you can't interrupt a witness and they cannot interrupt you. Okay, so nobody interrupted you. So please, Mr. Trevino, I'm asking you to let Mrs. Garcia say what she's got to say. I'm not asking you if you agree to it, okay? Just like when you were talking or when you were testifying, there were times Mrs. Garcia was doing this, and I didn't. But she didn't say anything. Well, obviously she didn't agree with what you were saying, but she did not interrupt you. So if you want to shake your head no when she says something that you don't agree with, I'm okay with that because you're not interrupting her. But please, Mr. Trevino, just let her testify, okay? Whether it's, I'm not saying you agree to it or you're saying it's true. Just, I need her to have the same opportunity you got, which is the opportunity to testify without being interrupted. Okay, Mr. Trevino?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, go ahead, Ms. Garcia.
So I'm just saying, you know, he's having a problem with the large lump sum of $3,000 that he didn't have to pay in June, but he doesn't have a job. Like, when is he going to get to work so that he can pay his child support? He's continuing to act like it's everybody else's problem that he's in this situation. It's his own. And he continues to not have a job. He's smoking cigarettes. So he's got money somewhere. He told you in person when we were in court on February 25th that he had no money. He couldn't pay. But all of a sudden, he wasn't even in jail for 24 hours when he came up with $2,000 and got out. So
Okay.
there's money somewhere, or he's
Okay,
doing.
all right.
Yeah.
Ms.
How much money?
Garcia, Mr. Trevino, stop.
I'm not saying nothing. Go ahead.
Okay, Ms. Garcia, I agree.
Yes.
I understand where you are from your perspective. And I understand, and basically you're just saying, Judge, come on. That's true. Somehow Mr. Trevino came up with $2,000. And whether or not Mr. Trevino is working
The mounting arrears highlight just how critical compliance is.
are not working, whether or not Mr. Trevino is smoking cigarettes and eating lavish meals and driving fancy cars, it only matters in the sense of, is he paying the support he's supposed to pay?
Right.
Because if he's paying the support he's supposed to pay, and his current wife or girlfriend or friends or family are the ones making the payments for him, that is of no concern to the court.
Right.
Okay? So when you say, where's he getting the money? I'm not worried about that. Where Mr. Trevino gets the money from and what jobs he does to get it, or if he's just well loved by somebody and they're paying for him, as long as the funds are paid for the welfare of the child, that is the only concern of this court. So I don't mean to be cutting you off, Ms. Garcia, but I'm trying to explain to you. I get you. I understand. It's a frustration thing. But honestly, if Mr. Trevino pays what he's supposed to pay, I'm not concerned about how he got the money. Because, okay,
I'm okay
and
with
it's
that
because
as
I have
well.
to stay with what is relevant, which is child support, paying the
Yes.
child support, not how he got it. And what Ms. Prince has pointed out is that if he was in county, they could get him with the Choices program where they help him get a job and
Right.
stuff like that. It's all part of the method to get the child support paid. Okay? All right. So, Ms. Garcia, is there anything else you want to tell the court at this time?
No, I just wanted to address that
I got you.
his own,
I understand your frustration. I got you. Okay. Ms.
his
Garcia,
own.
I understand. Do you have any other witnesses you would like to call at this time?
No, sir.
Okay. Ms. Garcia, I'm also ordering you to come attend the hearing on October 3rd, 2025 at 9:00 a.m. at 410 North Church Street, Rockport, Texas. You understand you're ordered to attend that hearing as well?
Yes, you said October 3rd?
October 3rd,
Yes, sir.
2025, 9:00 a.m. And it's at 410 North Church Street in Rockport, Texas. This is where we were last time. The
Right.
same location. Okay?
Yes.
Are you agreeing to be there on that day?
Yes.
Are you agreeing to sign the reset order for that day?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We will deal with all of this at that time. Okay? And I know you might say, well, it's another, ma'am, we're trying to do it right. I would much rather take your anger out of it and take Mr. Trevino's frustration out of it and just have y'all really get this worked out on the sport.
I wish we could work something out.
I know. Okay.
She's relying
Mr.
on
Trevino.
y'all to put money on me, and she thinks she's entitled to that amount every month, which is okay, cool, but sometimes people fall short, man. I mean,
I understand. And I know. And Mr. Trevino, this is what I've instructed a lot of non-custodial parents. I tell them, look, try to pay weekly. Because if you try to pay weekly and you have a job where it's depends on the weather, whether you work.
Mhm.
So on a week when you've got a lot of work, pay extra. Because on a week when you have no work, because it's raining and they're not calling you out, you get a little bit ahead by paying extra on those other weeks. And I tell them, try to pay weekly so that the monthly burden isn't so hard on you, trying to accumulate the amount per month. Okay?
Check
So
this
I'm
out.
trying, Mr. Trevino, I'm trying to bend over backwards to help.
Go ahead.
I have nothing personal against you, Mr. Trevino. I really don't. Okay? I just want a solution, and I want you to understand I have to get the child support paid, and I've got to do it by whatever means possible to
Got a
get it
question
done
for you.
within the law. Okay?
I can make a payment every other day, every week, whatever, just like you said. It's not satisfying y'all because it's not the amount that y'all want. I can send you $40 today. I can send you whatever I get tomorrow, whatever I get the next day, because I work every day. Every day I work. I got a big old tractor outside with a flat tire. I got to go break off a bead, and I'm here dealing with this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can do something. I haven't denied y'all nothing. I haven't. I really haven't. I'm trying to catch up and get on y'all's good side so y'all can leave me alone. My kid don't talk to me. She don't communicate with me. My child don't even like me, don't even know me because of everything that's going on that side. I don't even know on that side. but I'm still here trying to fulfill this. I'm still showing up. I ain't running from y'all. I ain't never ran from y'all. I just want to
Okay.
get it taken care of. So my child, because my child already suffered the damages already. She's already grown up in a broken home. She ain't got no father figure. I ain't been there a part of her freaking life. Can't get no worse than that.
Okay.
Judge, if I could just remind Mr. Garcia, Mr. Trevino, that it's not Miss Garcia who brought this case. I heard him say something earlier that Miss Garcia wants. It's the state of Texas, because it's our job to make sure that when parents go about and they have these children, they're responsible for these children legally,
Definitely.
and not just one parent alone can be supporting that child. And so I just want to make sure that Mr. Trevino remembers it's not Miss Garcia, it's the state of Texas. It's the Attorney General's office. We're the
I
ones
get
who are
that.
bothering him, and we're the ones harassing him, not Miss Garcia.
That's right.
Ma'am.
And Mr. Trevino, Miss Garcia does not wear the robe. You see the robe? I'm wearing the robe. Okay.
Emotions run high as the defendant voices frustration and pain. The personal struggle and family impact make the courtroom drama human and raw.
Your Honor, with all due
And
respect,
so,
I have
so
my
you
wife.
notice
Go ahead.
I'm not being rude to you. I'm not saying inflammatory things to you.
No, I know. I'm
I'm
trying to be
simply
respectful too.
saying, Mr. Trevino, pay the support, provide the support you're supposed to pay, and we'll leave you alone. That's it.
Your
Okay?
Honor, Judge, can I say something real quick? One of my stepkids that lives with me, his father has not been active at all in his life. Never active. Sends a payment once a year. The state of Texas has not pursued him the way Miss Garcia has pursued me. And my daughter's already going to be 16 years old. It's already almost hit the limitations of the system.
Okay,
But
Mr. Trevino.
I feel like I'm being attacked, really.
Now, Mr. Trevino, it's real simple. And I could be really cold and just tell you not relevant. And that'd be it. But I'm not going to be really cold. I'm going to very quickly explain something to you. What another father does for a child does not have any bearing on what you do. That it just does not apply. You do not get to say, because they're not going hard after him, they shouldn't go hard after me. That's a whole different case, a whole different scenario. The mother of that child has every right to go to the state of Texas and ask for help. But guess what? Whatever they do in that case has no relevance on what's done in this case. That's the law. That's not me being arrogant. That's just me telling you it's not relevant under the law. I understand as a person, you have to see that your stepchild every day and wonder how come nobody's going after his daddy for the money. I understand why to you it is relevant. I get that. But we're in a court proceeding where I have to go by the law. And under the law, that is not relevant. Under the law. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm not putting you down. I understand your frustration. And I'll let you speak about it. And I just said, okay. But I don't get to tie one case into another like that. That's not the law. The simplest example I can give you is, and you would understand this, I was a kid at one point too, that if I'm in a store and I'm a kid and there's another kid in the grocery line and I see that kid steal a Snickers bar and he puts it in his pocket, he walks out without paying. So I try to do the same thing and they catch me and they get me for shoplifting and they tell me you stole a Snickers bar. I do not get to use the defense of, well, the other kid stole a Snickers bar. And because he stole it, nobody did anything to him. I should be able to steal it too. I don't get to use that defense. And you know that. Okay.
No, I get you. I get what you're
Just
saying.
like if somebody runs a red light in front of you and then you run the red light, they give you the ticket. You don't get to use the defense when the other guy ran the red light. You don't get to do that. It's not considered relevant. So when you tell me on another case, the state of Texas is not pursuing that guy like they should, my answer is, I didn't say that's right or wrong. I'm just saying it's not relevant to your defense. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Trevino, at least if I explain things to you, I hope that you will say, okay, oh, that judge, he's a hard nose, but at least he explains things to me. So that way I can try to get it done. All right, then. Is there anything else, Ms. Prince? Do you have any questions
No,
for Ms.
Judge.
Prince?
No, Judge,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, so then that is my ruling, and Mr. Trevino, like I said, y'all are ordered to be back, and I'm asking y'all to sign, I'm ordering y'all to sign the reset order, but if you don't, I'm signing that reset order regardless. I will see y'all back on October the 3rd, 2025, and I hope that you figure out a way financially to bring this to a resolution. Okay, Mr. Trevino?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, Ms. Garcia?
Yes, sir.
All right, then I both of y'all, I very much appreciate y'all's courtesy and being respectful, keeping this in an orderly way. I know you're frustrated, both of y'all, but I appreciate that. So hopefully this carries over to court when we come back on October the 3rd, and we can get this thing resolved one way or the other. And I will see y'all all October the 3rd. Ms. Prince, anything else?
No, Judge, thank you.
Okay, all right, then we're gonna go ahead and terminate this hearing, go off the record, and
The judge sets clear orders, bringing resolution but keeping tension. Next steps are laid out, yet the pressure remains until obligations are met. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.